swapping communion for comedy. Richard Coles, the Reverend, is on his second UK tour this summer, talking about everything from, obviously, I'm a Celebrity, to using weight loss jabs and everything in between. Also, very busy man. Richard's latest novel is out today. A Death on Location sees a murder interrupt the filming of a Hollywood movie. And he's back with us now. Hello.
Hi, Rev.
This is fabulous. I loved it because it said Richard's doing a comedy tour, and I thought he's learned how to be a stand-up comedian.
Not really.
Not really.
If you want a stand-up comedy show, you might want to look elsewhere. But it's a sort of, I just talk. People are always interested in how I made the twists and turns in my life, and I talk about that. And inevitably, it's anecdotal, and there's plenty of comedy along the way. But I couldn't say I'm going to be I don't know, doing a stand-up show anytime soon.
But do you have a natural sort of desire in life generally to always find something funny? Is that why, or is it just that funny things have happened to you? Well,
I think I enjoy, I do think that the tragedy and the comedy of life come to you anyway. And I think, especially as a vicar, if you're dealing with stuff that's important, often, funnily enough, you develop a sort of lightness, a touch. A little bit of me has always been a bit jazz hands. You know?
Yeah, you've loved it. And we loved you on I'm a Celebrity. And I think, have you found that since doing I'm a Celebrity, there's a whole new host of people who have come to find out who you are and the fact that you're a pop star and all of these other things about you?
I mean, I've been invisible to young people for 40 years, and all of a sudden, because I'm mates with GK Barry now, and lots of young people come up and say hello, which has been great, and come to the show, and then they're sort of baffled by my references to people like Russell Harty, which means nothing to them at all, so I'm having to broaden my remit a bit.
And you've got a novel out. This is your fifth in the series.
Yeah. Canon Clement Murder Mysteries, Vicar Detective, set at the end of the 80s, early 90s. But 5 books in, because it's a little village, the mortality rate has overtaken Midsummer, somewhere around book 3. So I either have to go off-site to kill people or I run out of victims. But now a circus has come to us, so they're filming a period drama up at the big house. At the end of one day, the cast is light by one member.
I love the fact that you said that you started this series because you sort of, one of your dinner party questions is, how would you hide a body? Which I think is a remarkable question.
Well, yeah, and also sometimes I do corporate things, and I spend a day in the world of poured concrete or tunnellers or the British parking sector.
People invite you to come and talk to them.
Don't come talk to them, but then what I get from them is, because I'm writing this series, I always say, how would you kill someone in your line of work and dispose of the body?
Oh, my God.
You get some fantastic answers. The dentists I met in Egypt were exceptionally useful there, but I can't say
That sounds really creepy. Don't get your teeth done in Egypt, is what you're saying.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, amazing. You're a very open person. I think one of the times we spoke on this show was quite a long time ago when you'd written a book about grief.
Yeah.
It was very moving and very touching. And now you're on to talk about, obviously, lots of other things. And in between, you talk about... You've written something in the Times recently about weight loss jabs.
Oh, yes.
And about your hearing aid. I mean, this is remarkable how you're just so open about all aspects of your life. Can we talk about the weight loss jabs?
Yes, of course. So I'm on Mounjaro, which is one of the versions of the weight loss jabs. I got on it because I was just getting older and fatter, as you do. And my doctor said, it's funny, when I had the medical for the jungle, they said, you need to really think about your weight because you might be getting into pre-diabetic thing. But lifestyle, if I'm on tour all the time, hotel breakfast, midnight kebabs, OK, not compulsory, but very difficult to resist. But I do need something to help me along the way. So the weight loss jabs, which I've found that I've got on with absolutely fine, they just decrease my appetite, but in a sort of gentle and manageable sort of way. And also my neighbours nag me about it so much. And I think they get 15% off if they sign somebody new up, I'm not sure.
Have there been any side effects for you?
Not ones that I really want to go into in any great detail.
Not at this time of the morning.
But all manageable. I think it was a bit of an adjustment getting used to it. But it isn't something that interferes with my life too much. I simply just eat less, and that's good for me.
And I think what's interesting is you're sort of saying, look, I don't know why anybody should be ashamed of it. You just talk about it in a way.
Yeah. I mean, same with hearing loss. I mean, it happens to people. So,
but there's something about, I think, and I found it with my mum, you know, lots of people as they get older, I'm even finding it with myself. You know, I've had an earpiece in my ear since I was 20, and I find that my hearing is changing a little bit. But you think, oh, gosh, that's a sign of ageing. You know, you don't want to talk about that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being 63, right? And the other thing is, the benefits that it brings you are so great. For instance, if I'm listening to music now, I've realised that for years I've kind of missed a lot of it because the higher frequencies I simply can't hear. Whack in my hearing aids, and all of a sudden I'm like 17 again, except I'm not going to put my head in a speaker on a dance floor because that would be rash.
It would be a little bit. What's your motto for life then? Because you, as you say, that on the tour you talk about all the twists and turns. You're a pop star, you're a reverend, you know, you've written books, you're a novelist. it's about to be turned into a TV series, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they filmed the first one, yeah, Murder Before Evensong. That's coming in October to Channel 5. So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very exciting.
Well, I don't know if I have a motto exactly, but I would think life is a gift and make the most of it. And also say yes unless you absolutely have to say no.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Because your life really is like that. You have said yes to so many things, haven't you?
Yes, and some of them, I think saying yes to the opportunity to do a Paso Doble for 10 million people was perhaps a yes too far. but I don't mind making a fool of myself, because I would rather make a fool of myself than miss something that could have been enjoyable. And, you know, I'm 63, most of my life is behind me now. I'm absolutely determined to get maximum benefit out of it.
And in your private life, you've said yes to love again.
Yes, I have. And love has said yes to me, which is even better. Yeah, so I was widowed in 2019, and then I thought that was me done. Couldn't imagine ever getting together. And then all of a sudden I thought I could, and thanks to my nephew and nieces, I discovered dating apps.
Wow.
But I got on one which is basically for old gays, and went on the oldest gay. Our first date was a Royal Horticultural Society garden.
How refined.
We had quiche and salad afterwards.
Oh, how refined.
But I met Dickie, and we are now living together and having a lovely time.
And are you missing him because you're out and about so much, you're on tour so much?
Well, that's not always entirely a bad thing, because we have our own space. He's an actor and he has his own life too. But it's lovely. It's been good, really good.
It's wonderful. You're so inspiring. There is nobody else in public life who is like you. You are a complete one-off.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, because your life is just your life, right, Rabbi? You live it, and then you look back. Also, because I'm in my 60s now, when people talk to me, there's a retrospective sort of tone to it, because people say, you know, what achievement are you proudest of? And I think, well, I don't know if I've had it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe a new TV show with G.K. Barry might be the peak. Yes.
I can say nothing, but I'm hoping that
you can say something with your eyebrows.
I can say something with my eyebrows. Yeah. So me and Jinxie, as I call her, we've got a great friendship, and people enjoy the way we get on, I think.
Yeah, it was remarkable. Wonderful stuff. So Richard's book, A Death on Location, is out today, and the tour continues in Chester on Saturday.
That's right.
Lovely. Gorgeous to see you.
Lovely to see you. Thank you.
Oh, hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel, where we upload new videos every single day. Click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for more amazing content.